Hey everybody, this is Luke from Garden Cocktails, and today we're gonna fix a fuck up. What I did was I cut a bunch of tomato plant here, and I added a #1 tequila. It's one of my favorite tequilas that I like to use. And what is going on right now is I've left this in for close to 48 hours, but still it's a really strong tequila forward spirit. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I want to complement it with a very strong tomato smell and aroma. And so what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a larger jar, as we see right here. I'm going to take what we have left in here. I'm going to pour it in. I'll probably strain it out to get all I can from what's in that plant. And then I'll add this #1 on top of it with a bigger jar with more produce in it. And hopefully, which I'm almost 85% sure, when I'm done, the tomato forward aroma that I'm looking for is going to take over that, and you'll have equal parts of really cool tequila spirit forward on your palate and your nose, and at the same time you'll also be taking in aromatically and on your palate some green tomato plant. So as I pull it out, the dark pieces you can see have been infused, and there's really nothing more we're going to get out of this. However, as I'm pulling it out, I see there's a lot of green, so it hasn't absorbed into the green. What's basically telling me is that it needs more time to sit. And so even though I probably could have chilled and let it probably go another couple of days before finally testing it, I know that this is going to work. So I'll just leave this in for probably about 4 or 5 days, and I think it's going to come out beautiful. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to take what I have here, and because it's still fairly fresh, I'm going to get everything that I can out, kind of just like wringing out a paper towel. And we're going to get the very essence of this out, and I think it's going to be very tomatoey. And I actually think that doing that will inject a little bit more natural tomato in the large jar here. Mind you, every time you do this, wash your hands. It's not cool. Wash your hands, wash your produce. It's about the guest. Okay, do your work. I'm going to go a Bible verse here, but do your work heartily as for the Lord, not for men, for it is the Lord Christ you are serving. So this kind of contradicts the F word I just dropped, but hey, I'm forgiven, so thank you, Jesus. Anyhow, back to what we're doing. I think this is about as much as I want, which is good. I'm going to take this and use it as compost because the alcohol will evaporate if it's out in the sun long enough, and it'll turn into just a nitrogen-rich ball, which I can throw on top of my compost. I'm going to take what I have in this jar, which is very thick concentrated tomato tequila. I'm going to add it into here. I'm going to take and double up, since I have a lot, 1 bottle of #1 Blanco tequila. Now as you can see, it's about, I don't know, about 2/3 full. Little less. It's probably right on 2/3. And I'm just going to seal it. And because of the fact that there is so much tomato in here, I am almost positive this is going to come out exactly the way I want it. Shake it up a little bit. What I like to do too, whenever I have a lot of space like this, is I'll leave it for 2 days like this. And because they're really tough mason jars, I'll flip it upside down again, because this part is not going to be absorbing. This part is the whole time. So this will get dark first, the bottom. And the next 2 days, the top will get dark, and therefore using all of your material or produce to fuse instead of just a little bit. Okay, so be cognizant of that if you're trying to do this at home. If you have a lot in and there's room, tip it so that you can get the most out of it. I can't wait to try this.